Hello everyone, and welcome back to Skyrim Survival Mode Crafted Creations Only. It is episode 3, so I'm hoping everyone knows what the run is, what we're trying to accomplish, and what the challenge rules are. If not, they're always down in the description. Now, there's a few things I want to get done in today's episode. First off, I want to get this place built up a bit. And while animal pens are the main thing I need, which is just firewood and nails, what I actually want to focus on is the blacksmithing workshop. Because right now I can't make, iron ingots, hinges, iron fittings, any of that stuff while I'm here. So I'm having to head back to Whiterun in order to smelt down some more ingots, make hinges, iron fittings, so on. But once I have a blacksmithing workshop here, I should be able to do pretty much everything. The other thing I'm checking for is... Okay, I need... How much more? Okay, I need... Wait, I have 3 straw and I need 6. So I need to buy 3 more straw, right? Yeah, okay, I need to buy 3 more straw, and I need to do a bunch of smithing to make iron ingots, hinges, iron fittings. I'll probably make some extra stuff because my memory's terrible. Ooh, this is fun. We've got a what's-his-face of a wanderer facing off against some bandits, which means free loot for me. I'm not going to get off the horse to help him because I don't want my horse to get hurt. I've also never seen him lose a fight. Not that I can remember anyway, despite the fact he's, clearly just wearing clothing. He does use, flesh spells and stuff and wards, and he's only got a basic iron sword, but he always seems to win, so this is in fact the worst I think I've ever seen him do. So I am curious if he will die, and if so, if he has good loot on him. But, god, yeah, he's really holding his own against this quite heavily armoured bandit chief. So, good on him, I guess. Oh! He just went down! Is he about to die? Wait, is he immortal? Bandit Chief, you're running away! And you're fighting an elk! I think I've realised why he always wins. It also looks like the Bandit Chief's gonna try and fight me. That was absolutely wild. Where has he gone to? There's a floating axe here. Oh, there he is. He's cowering now. Oh, come on, buddy. You should be getting involved. Ow! Okay, I might actually have to get involved. The problem is my spells do, area damage. So, if I could... Oh, it sounds like the Bandit Chief may have... Yeah, the Bandit Chief's about to go down. Yep, he is apparently... either immortal or enemies just don't fight him after a while, so... Oh, damn! Good loot here. Yeah, so I'm cool with that. I'll just do a quick bit of looting, including, the elk that the Bandit Chief decided had to die. That was wild. Now, this is particularly annoying. This one bandit has an Amulet of Mara, which would be great, reducing restoration spells, lovely to have, but I can't equip it, because I didn't craft it, and it's not a Creation Club item. It fails on both categories there, so... Yeah, any of the nice little amulets that I find, I'm just not allowed to use. Clearly I've forgotten how much straw I needed, because I thought I needed 6 and had 3. I'm pretty sure I just bought 3 and now I have 7. I might just buy the remaining 5 straw as well. You know what, it's not much gold and I'd rather not have to do a bonus journey back. Oh, look at that, I get my speech to level up, which pushes me to level 5 as well. I just sold a couple of bits, mainly potions. I'm up to 3 grand, speech is getting higher, yeah. That's already a good start. Now, of course, the most important thing is I need more iron ingots, and I think 8 more should do it. The thing is, I still need about half a dozen, but I also need to make some of these, so nails... Let's make a lock even though I don't remember it. Let's make a couple of iron fittings. And a couple of hinges. You know what, I might smelt down 5 more iron ingots just because I'm sure I'll need some of this. I've got myself 18 iron ingots, but as you can see here, I'm getting real tempted by the steel soldier armour, which is just a better upgrade to the iron stuff I have. I do want to quickly check there's nothing else, Yeah, I have Brawler's Steel Gauntlets, which I could make instead. What do the standard ones look like? Oh, the standard ones I know are going to look better. You also get, Imperial stuff, which isn't Creation Club, so I can't use it. Is there anything else? Oh, Bone Mold. Is there Pauldron stuff Creation Club? It doesn't matter, I need to go to the DLC for it anyway, but I'm like, this might be part of it. One of those might be. Yeah, it looks like for now... screw it, I'm just going to make a full set of Steel Soldier armour. I don't think I need the unarmed bonus, I'll go with the basic gauntlets, and there's the helmet, and I'm up to 18 on smithing as well, which isn't bad. And I'm guessing I'm going to be... No, I'm not even over encumbered, wow. That is quite surprising, but let's do the proper transition of here's what I look like, and now this is what I look like. Oh, you can actually see my hands. Wow, the gauntlet should not have a higher armor rating than the iron ones. Like, seriously, look at how exposed my arms are. There's elbow pads. That's all they've got, elbow pads, and to be fair, the one a metal shoulder. And I do enjoy the cape. The cape is kind of nice, but just look at the comparison here. How are these less protective for me than the Steel Soldier ones? Which, yeah, a couple more points of just armor rating, which is great. But most importantly, like, I'm getting a ton more warmth rating. A warmth rating of 131 is like, I don't think it's technically the highest, but it might be, honestly. Like, yeah, that's just an amazing warmth rating. I don't really need to worry too much about the cold while I'm wearing this stuff, which is very nice. And I can probably just sell this, or I might just keep it. I might just keep it as a memento, you know? Now, obviously I am on the way back home, but first, I kind of want to get this location to the north just on my map, because my sense of direction is pretty terrible, and I will forget how to get here. But I'm pretty sure, there we go, I was real worried then. It just hadn't rendered in, but I was like, oh god, have I messed up? Is this the wrong place? But no, this is Halted Stream Camp here, which will show up in a second. Any second. There we go, Halted Stream Camp. And yeah, I just want to have it on the map so that I can navigate to it a bit easier. But now I'm heading home and not going to let anything stop me. Back home, and the very first thing Firewood and quarried stone. I had such a panic for a moment there, where I was like, oh my god, I messed up with the crafting. No, I just still need to get some firewood and quarried stone, which probably means I should dump off my stuff inside. Fine, this is what editing's for. So I can deal with this. There's also a giant lumbering off over there. Let's not worry about it. Alright, cut up some wood and quarried some stone. Quite a bit of stone, in fact. And first thing I need to make is the blacksmithing workshop. Because, yeah, that means I'll then be able to, like, craft other stuff. Like, okay, apparently not firewood, but... yeah, the next thing is the animal pens, because this is what the quest is actually telling me to do. So let's craft that. And now I need to talk to Ufgard about purchasing some livestock. So I should probably do that, but look at this. We first off actually get, like, oh, we get a couple of straw. Well, we get a few supplies, which is lovely. Yeah, we get a workbench, a grindstone, an anvil? An anvil, you know. An anvil, which is the same as a forge. And, oh, there we go. Over there we get our level working, and our furnace, which will let us break things down. You also get fish barrels, which is good for both food and ingredients. Like, yeah, this is well worth having. But just so I don't lose track of things with the quest, let's have a chat with Ufgard. I'm gonna build them housing. I'm gonna build them housing sooner rather than later, but for now they just have this. My poor workers.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
Yeah, could you purchase some livestock for me?
Certainly. What did you have in mind?
Well, I actually have a fair bit of gold, so let's go with all of them. Let's get a cow, a few goats, and a couple of chickens.
I'll keep an eye out for a good cow to purchase.
Alright, I've bought that, and now it's like, hey, you have to wait a few days for it to, actually give you money. But I do also want to check how much the furnishings would cost, because I've still got a couple of grand.
Of course. What room would you like me to furnish?
And, oh, yeah, okay, it's going to be expensive. Oh, it is going to be quite expensive. But right away, I am actually going to get the Alchemy and Enchanting Lab for $1,000.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
Yeah, that's a pretty pricey one. you know what, I'm going to leave it like that for now, because, yeah, I've only got 1,400 gold, and I'm going to need several grand more to, like, fix up everything properly. But with a bit of work, I should at least be able to build the rest of these, because I just need a bunch more firewood, and firewood, and firewood. Getting the hint, game, I need some more firewood. Perfect, I've just built the stable, which was the last thing on my list. And I now have, like, a little apiary area. I've got planting boxes out front, which I'll put some alchemy ingredients into. I've got this little farm here with a cow and chickens and goats down that way. There's a windmill, which just looks beautiful. I really love windmills, just visually. I was going to say near to one. I used to live only a few miles from one, so sometimes I go on walks and get to walk past it in the distance, which was nice. I've built a little house for my workers, so they're no longer just stuck there, though one of them does seem to be stuck inside the door, which is a bit concerning.
Need something?
No, don't need anything. And obviously my stable, where my horse can go, eventually. But yeah, I am going to check out their little bunkhouse, and then I'll go inside and rest. I've not actually hit tiredness yet, and I realised, like, between episodes when I was sorting out the thumbnail, that I have resist fatigue, which means I don't get tired that easily, which means my magicka isn't getting depleted at the same rate as other characters, so that is, yeah, that's really great. That does make High Elves just flat out the best mages in survival by a mile. Oh, this is quite a nice little bunkhouse, you know? This is, yeah, considering it cost me, like, a lock, a couple of hinges, 5 firewood and half a dozen quarried stone, I'm impressed how much they've done with it. It also apparently gives me some leather strips, which is nice. I will not say no to those. I do feel a bit bad that this is the worker's home and I've immediately popped inside and I'm like, yeah, I'll take all this stuff for myself. That seems lovely. Oh, nails. Yeah, I can take back nails and get some of that, and the most important thing, some alchemy ingredients, including garlic, which, yeah, knowing that I've got a probably replenishing source of garlic is pretty great. Good night's rest later, and yeah, let's stick with magicka for the time being. I do have a perk point to spend, but I'm not sure where I want to focus just yet. Like, there's several good choices, even throwing a bit of extra heavy armour could be nice. Oh, but yeah, I now get to talk to Ulfgerd and collect the profits, which I think should actually be the end of this quest. Oh, you can see that all of my plants have grown. We got a whole bunch of different stuff just out in the field here. And my workers were off over that way for some reason. I'm sure it's nothing sinister. Let's run over. And hey, Ulfgerd, let's have a chat.
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you've had a strong drink and a fist fight with her.
Yeah, we've already done that. I'm here to collect the profits.
Very good, sir.
I also need to collect the extra 388 gold. That is the lowest payout I have ever seen from this place. I know I just planted random stuff in here, but man, that is such a low payout. Normally it's like, oh, you've still got like a grand, or at least close to it, but that was practically nothing. Still, I also get a whole bunch of, yeah, ingredients here, and ta-da! A Farmer's Life for me is completed. That is the second Creation Club quest. That's 2 out of 10 done, and I get all of this stuff, which, you know, some of this will come in handy. Plus, I can actually loot the stuff outside, though I've sorted this area out. This is the Alchemy and Enchanting Lab. I put on my iron suit there, so you can really see how they compare to one another. And in some ways I do prefer the iron. Like I said in, I think, the previous episode, it feels very Dark Souls, how it's a bit rough and rugged and stuff, and the steel one isn't like super polished or anything, but it feels more like a traveller's set of armour. Whereas the iron one feels like much more you're going to battle, you know? The courier just gave me something, and it always bugs me when it says item, open bracket S added. Like, is it this one? Someone feels strange? Nope, that was the note about this place where someone was poisoned. Like, is it the homestead for sale? Is this it? doesn't seem to have done anything. Like, I can't remember which one it is. Is it the anonymous letter? It is, it's the anonymous letter. Oh, this is actually a Creation Club quest. Someone, please help! A group of necromancers are experimenting with conjuring zombies using ancient dangerous magic, which I feel will have unintended and irreversible consequences. Hold up. The unintended consequences of conjuring zombies. I feel like the intended consequences are what you should worry about there. But yeah, I was expelled from their studies as their ambitions grew into folly against my warnings. They're performing a ritual to summon a large group of these foul, uncontrollable creatures as we speak in the southernmost area of Skyrim and must be stopped before it's too late. I will probably do that, because that's actually quite an easy quest from what I remember of it. So that's one I'll probably head to. But first what I want to do is I want to harvest all of these, because every time you harvest one you get multiple ingredients, which is pretty great. And then I'm actually going to uproot probably everything and replant some stuff, just so I can plant some slightly more useful ones. Though looking at this side, like this side isn't actually all that bad, though, I was an idiot and planted, yeah, this is Canis root here, which has grown, but you'll notice that the harvest thing is just not showing up. Yeah, Canis root just sucks, because you can't actually harvest it. Like, technically you can, not Canis root, creep cluster, sorry. You can't really harvest it, it just doesn't work. Oh, but I can plant garlic. You've been caught pickpocketing. I'm sorry, Nern. I apologise for the pickpocketing. I have found the food that uses the cheese wheel that boosts your magicka, but it also requires moon sugar, which is like super rare and expensive. So even though it's really good, like an extra 100 points of magicka for like 12 minutes and faster regen, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to make this. Like, moon sugar is just so insanely rare. But even though elsewhere fondue is pretty great, like the ingredients, like the cheese wheel I can actually make just with jugs of milk, which I can get from the cows, and salt pile, which is everywhere. And the ale you can find easily enough, but moon sugar? Yeah, I just don't think I'll be able to make that, which is a shame. Like, especially because most foods suck. They're just like, oh, it restores some hunger, which is, you know, fine. Though some of it, 18 points of hunger, so not worth it. But what I do is I just make a whole bunch of salmon steaks, and these just weigh almost nothing, restore quite a bit of hunger, very easy to make, so most of the other stuff I just end up ignoring, sadly. Now, before I head out on my journey, I'm just going to make some healing potions. Yeah, Blue Man's Flour and Wheat is Fortify Health and Restore Health. So if I make like half a dozen of these... screw it, let's just make all of them I can. Then that should give me a good bit of healing that I can just use in a pinch, because I do actually have, you know, spells to heal with, like I can be all that, but I'd rather know I also have quite a few potions I can rely on if need be. So yeah, that's 21 healing potions in total, but only one magicka potion. And I can't remember what has Fortify Magicka in the effects, and my phone's in the other room, so yeah, I'll just wing it. I'll wing it and it'll all be fine. I am now leaving the farm behind, and I want to make it back to Halted Stream Camp, because I really don't have as much money as I thought I'd have. Like, I was expecting the farm to immediately pay out with like $1,000 or two, and it gave me less than 400 gold. Which, yeah, definitely means I need another money-making idea to sort of get myself set up for this run. Because I want the farm fully finished, and then I can just leave it behind, and it will generate passive income. With a little bit of alchemy, I can craft some stuff and make money when I go to shops. But there's one other way I can make quite a bit of money quite quickly, while also boosting at least 2 different skills, both of which are relevant for the build. Now, there it is up ahead, but I want to park up just a little bit away, because I really could do with my horse not getting involved. I just need you to stay put there, buddy, okay? That's it. Now, what I want to do is get, I suppose, a little bit closer. Oh, that was too close. That was just immediately too close. Okay, well, noted. Noted. Come on, area of effect blasts. That was such a bad shot. Okay, these are just gonna... God, why is my accuracy so bad right now? Let's actually use the crouching to line things up a bit. Blast, and apparently it's going to take like 2 shots per bandit. Oh god! Yeah. That scared me so much. For some reason I was just so not prepared for that mage to attack me with lightning. Oh god! Okay, you're down. Jeez, is it just the archer left? Because if so, I can handle that, but... Okay, I think that's everyone. Ooh, boy, that was... Okay, the horse stayed put. I hear wolves off in the distance, but it's all fine. I'm just going to loot these guys, loot the exterior, and then we're headed inside the camp proper. Exterior quickly looted, and inside here there'll be a few traps, and a whole bunch of bandits. Perfect, the others aren't aware. That's good. I know there's one here, and then there's like just tons off to the right. You know what, I'm going to level up my lockpicking a tiny bit. I'm pretty sure that guy has the key, which I will, you know, go and check for now. Yep, he has the key. But it's nice to sometimes not pick up the key and get a bit of easy leveling for lockpicking, because that'll help me get some more perks. Now, what I want to do here is... Oh, perfect, sneak went up, and I want to blast that down to set the floor on fire. Oh god, you're... Oh yeah, you're going right for me there. That's bad. Oh no, the chief can't get close. There we go. And you need to die as well. Is that it? I think that's it. So yeah, on the floor there was a bunch of oil, and they have a pot of fire hanging up above. Which is very dumb when you consider this is their hideout where they work and stuff. It's like if at your office you just had a crossbow loaded at your chair. It's not a smart move. What is a smart move, though, is me picking up... It got blasted off. Transmute mineral ore. So, this spellbook right here, transmute 1 piece of unrefined iron ore to silver, or silver to gold if the caster is carrying any. So if I just pick up that iron ore here, and, you know, first I should probably heal up, but no, let's use our first alteration spell, which is transmute, which I do this... And in the top left, silver ore added. And now, gold ore added. And there are a whole bunch of iron ore veins here, as well as just sort of loose iron ore. But that means I can turn it into gold ore for each and every one of them, which is going to be very useful, because obviously gold is worth a lot. And I'll also be able to craft rings and stuff, which will boost my smithing. Oh, and I have some stuff to disenchant, but it's, 3 different things to disenchant. But they're all quite heavy. I'll take them. There may be issues with carrier weight, but that's something for me to have to deal with. Alrighty, I'm pretty sure I was able to mine all of the ore in there. Oh, that's actually a bit annoying. I kept having to drop mammoth tusks, because there's like 10 mammoth tusks or something in there, and I dropped like all bar 1, and still didn't have the carrier weight, so I had to drop the iron greatsword as well, and now I could have actually taken another mammoth tusk. But no big deal, I've still got 2, that's not bad. I also have 1 silver ore, 20 gold ore, and 29 iron ore. Yeah, the problem is, outside of survival mode, you can just be like, oh yeah, I'll just wait an hour, that's no big deal in Skyrim. But inside survival mode, that's a good way to, like, make yourself slowly starve, or get really cold, or just cause a few other problems. So I'm having to just manually wait each time. You can see that alteration has leveled up 3 times for me, though. And yeah, that's making things a bit slower. One thing I keep doing is every time I'm seeing an ore vein, I'm stopping, because I can do this, where I just cast the spell a couple of times, and then mine for even more ore. I've got some more corundum and a couple of iron, and it's making my journey back home much slower, but it is yielding some very good rewards, especially because while mining you can sometimes get precious gemstones, which will be relevant shortly. I'll explain that when I'm actually back home. Okay, back at home, and one thing I want to do while I'm here is transmute silver ore, and then... store it away. Annoyingly, silver ore takes priority for what you want to transmute, so if you just cast the spell over and over again, what you end up with is basically just infinite gold ore. Not infinite, but as much gold ore as you have iron ore. And if you want silver ore to be able to craft silver ingots, then you have to manually put them away one at a time. So what I'm going to do now is just cast this spell over and over again, and make sure I've got a good supply of both gold ore and silver ore at my disposal. So I'm going to cut ahead to once that's all done. Oh, before I forget though, one thing I can do is, you see how slowly my magicka regens right now? Like, yeah, that's just real slow. What I can do is... boom! Yeah, being a high elf has so many advantages, including... oh, I'm about to level up. Oh god, my magicka already went up. Okay, I'm wasting it a bit here, but yeah, I can basically just cast this spell over and over again, which is pretty great. Just means I get 60 seconds of real fast casting, and I'll probably use this just to make all the gold ore I need to, and then worry about silver ore right after. I transmuted all of the iron ore, which has given me 40 gold ore, which will smelt down to 20 gold ingots, and 18 silver ore, which will smelt down to 9 silver ingots. And now at the anvil, I have... yeah, not much gold stuff I can make. This is why I wanted to make a bunch of silver ingots as well. I kind of expected to have something, but I swear the gems for the gold stuff just do not pop up. Like, it's amazing if you can make a gold diamond ring or a gold diamond necklace. Yeah, great for smithing because it's all based on value. Like, yeah, these are great to have, but instead it's like, oh, 150 value from 2 gold rings. Whereas with the silver, yeah, I've got 2 flawless garnets, so I can make one of these and get a big bump that way. I've got a ruby, so I can make a silver ruby ring. And oh look, smithing up to 19. I've got, oh my god, I've got 9 garnets and 6 amethysts. Well, amethysts are, yeah, worth slightly more. Man, I should have made so many more silver ingots. I should have checked beforehand, because what I'm going to do now is just make 6 of these, and you'll see, yeah, my smithing goes up quite a bit. And then, yeah, 2 of these, and I'm up to 21 on smithing already. But now I need like 7 more silver ingots. But I suppose what I can do is also just make a bunch of gold rings, and they do, like, look at that, that does actually boost it up quite a bit still. I should be able to get up to 25? Yeah, 25, and do I want to save? I was going to be like, do I want to save my gold ingots? But I can make gold ingots at any time. Let's go up to 26 smithing, and that now gives me just a whole bunch of jewellery, which I can potentially sell at some point as well, including 40 gold rings. But first, I got some stuff to disenchant. Yeah, sadly I don't have my shock damage one, but how much does this give me? Oh, barely anything, so chances are the shock enchantment wouldn't have given me much. That gets me up to 24 enchanting though. Don't have any soul gems. If I want filled soul gems, then I've got a few empty ones stored away here, and I actually do need to store away a few more. But yeah, in order to actually get my hands on a good enchanting session, that didn't make sense. In order to do lots of enchanting, I need the soul trap spell, so that I can trap the souls of enemies, kill them, fill a soul gem, and do that, and then I'll be able to enchant stuff, and it'll all be good. But for now, I just want to sleep for like 9 hours? Yeah, 9 hours is fine. And let's get what I think is going to be 2 level ups. And once again, putting them into magicka. Yep, up to level 7 now. And that gives me 3 perk points to work with. And there are some good spells or perks in alteration. Magic resistance is always very nice, and I'm sure I will hit 30 at some point. Problem is I'd need novice and apprentice first, so it's a bit hefty in terms of investment. Restoration... oh, I could get regeneration already. I believe... not respite, where is it? There we go. Yeah, recovery requires 30, but gives better magicka regen, which is very good for mages. And in destruction, what I'd eventually want is impact, which makes it so you can dual cast and stagger, which is pretty much the way to make destruction spells good later on. But for now, I think I'm just going to ignore all of those, and I am going to wrap up the episode, because I've been recording for like an hour and a half. I have a feeling this is actually going to be a shorter episode, because there was a lot of off-camera stuff, so to speak. The room's got really hot while I've been recording. I apologise if I'm making no sense. I am sweating. It is bleh right now. But hey, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Just a quick little, almost like a money-making tutorial, but as part of a challenge run. With those systems set up, I can make a lot of money. I'll have rings to sell at all the vendors quite easily. You've already seen I can do a bit of alchemy to make money, and the farm is now passively making money, and both The Unquiet Dead and A Farmer's Life for Me is completed, which are 2 out of the 10 Anniversary Edition quests, all done, so that is excellent. If you enjoy, do hit the like button, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any other episodes, and you know what, check out the playlist section of the channel too. I have more Skyrim challenge runs, and challenge runs of non-Skyrim games, so maybe give those a watch. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.